Welcome to Sarkodie YouTube channel. Anything I will share the or content channel ya. Obe like it. We are not turn on notification bell no. Ere man share be drop pay over the content bi na be in Kenya. Ewo channel hanam. Na boji eko Kingdom FM eko interview. Na interview no ka no be be ewo interview no. Na one thing I trigger am right now an interview na training plan how hip hop eba Ghana and I say how I form hip hop way back from hip hop to Azonto time and Boji Ichichi man say then time na Reggie Rockstone and na hip life hip hop or the blended but we back na omo hip life but na hip life hip hop they will say oh hip hop na Ghana for more attention into Boji EL and na Jisu efa like efa omo adwen say na I will say it maybe pushy a hip hop no and hip life no a blended na a Jisu a catcher Boji say or guy be a friend of Sarkodie and na sa obede no oye good pa nti a Jisu ebo obede track editor a Boji na Boji tie no e fa no ba dan tan Boji nso ehu kwaw na guru nti no we kwaw guru na Sarkodie e be blended ye e ma na omu produce beat e de mo nti be hwa more na guru beat bia no obo hwe Boji beat umbo me Boji beat nti no Boji na ebo beat e ma guru na guru eden ahwe so na me ntie interview no yeba na yeba continue e de wa
It was more of hip hop, but a little bit touch of the hip life thing. But yeah, total
rough,
total hip hop, you know,
from the street.
Yes, so we started learning how to play the beats, and we learned some techniques from Hammer, like on the hip hop, the bass line and the strength of and Timberland himself, Dr. Dre. All these motivations turn us into sound engineers.
Wow. Now rap da what's it a when this one? What the rap be about Bontinya? It's a project so big time.
I think it's not that way. It was Skillions back in the days 2010. Between 7 and 10, we did an album called the Skillions Mixtapes, and at the end called Lagos, Nigeria to South Africa and all that as Skillions, me, EL, J Soul, J Town, and we felt like we can do something with that. But once a beat na bono, that is when J Soul sat down with me. I was like, the English na Ghana for a month as you. It's like we have people in Ghana who like hip hop, but they feel like we are fake. And those who love us for real. So let's find a way.
Fake is saying in terms of what?
We are trying to copy the white and the black, American style. But it's
the way you flow, Nana.
Yes, the thing you're trying to be like Jay-Z. My voice, the way I sound,
Yeah.
And obviously, I also try to get motivation from people I feel I have voices with.
Yeah.
So at that time, we felt like being a rapper was not very lucrative for us. So we try to help our brothers who are doing hip life.
Okay.
And Jason also told me, listen to this guy. That was Sarkodie. That was like 2008. The guy was rapping fast. And we're like, no, you know what I'm saying, Jason, let's play beat for these guys. Let's give them the hip hop beat. Let them rap their tree on it. That was the whole story. Somewhere in Adenta. He played Sarkodie's voice. I was like, wow, this guy is good. And Jason started.
So I say, I'm out for person you who to know who anyway.
Now me who don't so. Hey, Kingdom. Welcome to the Kingdom. Okay. Okay, so that was like in Adenta. So he played Sarkodie's voice for me, and I was like, he's good and all that. And that was like 2008. Man was rapping so fast that like apart from Twister, all you could hear was Sarkodie in Ghana. So he took that train. So yeah, and we are sitting back as rappers, because what was going on in Ghana at that time, was JQ, Miss Bell, and all that. Until rap it, English and street, it's like it's a crossover.
I said they just don't want to accept it.
Yes, because those were close to hip hop was Exdo at that time. Reggie Rockstone himself, keep your eyes on the road. So we were like, okay, fine. These are the beats in town now, Jama beats and hip life beats. Let's get a hip hop beat in it because Hammer was already doing it. So he put Sarkodie on the bush and the boga. And I also tried to come from the other side 4 years later because I was still rapping with J-So and EL. So 4 years later, I was like, let me join the Azonto vibe.
Wow.
So I gave my speakers to one of my kids in Shona Music. very humble guy, and he was at EL. We were trying to broaden the tentacles of hip hop. What I say? So that was like 2010. So we're like, we will stay back as rappers and play the beats for the guys so that we'll grow the empire. Then later the English will come in.
Okay.
So he was at a friend day, EL studio, and Sarkodie came there, and they recorded "You Go Kill Me." On the other side, that was one of my guys in Shona, and I was like, no, let's just support the thing. And I called Guru. I played La Paz to it. Tell me about La Paz to it and call. No, see, I'm hip hop. Say, "She." Down who they call so Ghana. Obi Apesosa.
Yeah.
So we the whole plan was happening at the same time. So this is why people feel we are producers. We're just trying to pull up a genre to give us a foundation and get a lucrative to monopolize the market. Then now we get into the system. And I have a system, we normally say producers. J-So is a rapper. EL is a rapper. Me, myself, I'm a rapper. And we try to put Azonto on the map. Fuse ODG supported Azonto movement. Manifest were there to support the Azonto movement and all that. So we are here today as rappers.
You think say like more style of rap no? Sa agenda nan ka bo pese bo de bagana no. Ghana for entumi accepted the year no. As a maboma buana.
No. We had shows that people who like hip hop. We went to schools, went to Lincoln International to perform.
Okay.
Jason and I went to Alliance Francaise to do shows. EL himself has been around to schools that understand hip hop.
Okay.
But you see the population, most Ghanaians just want to go with the vernacular.
Yeah.
So that's where the money is.
Yeah.
You know, until you better one cut international before the Ghanaians will be like, oh, we respect you. But so far as you're a Ghanaian doing something nice from the West, it is quite hard. That is why we disguised ourselves to play the beats for the Guru Sarkodie.
So let's just say right now, the more you guys are coming out.
Oh yeah, because Medical, thank God for Medical. He's one of the rappers that started a pigeon and Assem himself.
Okay.
So that was where there was a join. Nipa, all he had the first was Reggie Rockstone, but people were still, when he bought a hip life, like fusing the English and the tree with high life beats, and we call it hip life. And go find you, it was still Reggie Rockstone only doing it. Most of the Locanians and the what do you call it, T-Blaze, they were still rapping in tree. That they could rap in English.
Yeah.
That was cool though. But I think on the age of Medical, I'm the pigeon. I think with Assem too, it really helped, and now English and Tree is having a conjunction now with hip life. So we have a category called hip hop, hip life song of the year.
Beautiful. Ebusia your name Boje and a wolf video I say a copy me 3 p.m. Industry no kwasema.
Industry, you know, it's appalling now. It's sad, yes. It's very, very sad. Like
who you so bro for say the appalling
mobile sad. You know, I started the record label New Africa. New Africa is all about, you know, Africa don't say Poland that in terms of political, agriculture, anything. And I wanted to use music because all I was about was music. So I wanted to start with music, then we can enter with fashion, business, everything New Africa. And I realized that the systems in place for our music industry is very poor.
I see, and I Boji and I read story, and Boji it's I say more time and I'm like I'm championing hip life, hip hop, I'm blending. I'm right now. I'm a jana, and I say I'm like idea that even for VGM like VGM crampo a nomination. I'm gonna count say hip life, hip hop hours, and I say hip life, hip hop video, and I say hip life, hip hop artist of the year. More time and I'm championing right now. No VGM for any other awards category. No, I bet you too. DC and a Boji and I read. But don't forget to say if you video area or be like it, not turn on notification bell. And then we are out. Peace.